Welcome to today's pick a card. It is going to be, your relationship, you versus them. What is going on? I'm going to create some piles and I'm going to show you the decks I'm using. It is the Whispers of Love. So let's see what's going on with you. What does Spirit advise you to do? There will be 4 piles today. I hope the battery of my phone is going to do that, because I just recorded one of the kinky readings. What does my person want me to do to them? If you're interested in kinky readings, please check it out. We've got the Romance Angels. So, what does Spirit want to tell you? Nope, this one. 3, 4. Okay. Then we are going to take the Power Animal Oracle cards. Just one card. Let's take 2. And then one of my absolutely most favorite decks of them all is the Flower of Life deck. So this is advice from Spirit, and we're going to read those last. I absolutely adore this deck. It is amazing. So this one, I am to draw blind, so I'm not going to look at them. I don't want to be influenced by the pretty images. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Pretty, so pretty. So, spirits. Got one of these cards per pile. 2 of those. Also, please check out my other content. I have lots of different readings. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, help me grow my channel. I have so much fun doing this. It is growing right now, slowly but steadily. Come on, let's make it pick up. Let's make it grow fast. Also, of course, you can book your own personal reading with me. I do have some beautiful magnets of some of my power animals. Let's start with the hummingbird. It's not one of my power animals, however, it has a specific meaning to me. The elephant, number 2. The owl will be number 3. And the shark will be number 4. Okay. I have this nice decoration, this color changing ball. However, it is a bit in the way. So let's get those out. I showed you, right? Sorry, let's do it again. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Obviously. Also, I am using the Tot Tarot. Pile number 1. Let's check out your reading. I'm going to put the hummingbird over here. And those out of the way. Oops, sorry. Okay, I must remind you that energy is fluid. I mean, time is fluid. Energy, I don't know why I said energy is fluid. However, if you don't like what you see right here, please don't click off. Listen to this message anyway, because nothing is set in stone. You can change the future. If there's something you do not like, I'm going to do a little coaching, telling you what you can do in order to shift the energy, in order to get another outcome, to get the outcome that you want. So all I can do, or any other seer, clairvoyant, whatever it is, can do for you, is tell you the path you are on right now. Okay, once you switch your path, you would have to get another reading, because we can only show you this is your energy right now. If you stay in this energy, this is what you're likely going to attract. If you do not like it, switch your energy. Okay, very important. So let's see what we have. The left part will be the feminine. The right part will be the masculine energy. Doesn't matter what sex you are, what gender you are. I'm going to say her and him probably, or you and your person. However, please switch it around, okay? Always switch it around. Again, feminine side, masculine side. Okay. Oh, okay. Your energies are not bad right now. Not bad at all, to be honest. Oh no, you can't tell. You can see everything. Sorry. Okay. You're not able to see every cards either, because I have them stacked, but I see them. Okay, it's important for me to see them, and I show you. Usually I have those more like here. Yeah, it fits. Okay. Now we're doing those cards afterwards. So, okay, basically, you are in a period where you both are gaining a lot of knowledge, a lot of epiphanies. You're learning a lot about yourself, about the connection, maybe about spirituality, because we do have the Ace of Swords in between you. It is the card of knowledge. Both of you want to talk to the other person. However, for some of you, it's not the right time yet. If you are not in contact, you will be in contact, I'm gonna say soon, but again, there is no specific time, because the feminine, she still got the Three of Swords in her heart, and also the Three of Cups. Threes, two threes. 3 is the number of development and change, and so this implies feminine if you are the feminine, and if then this applies to you. If you are the masculine energy, then this applies to your feminine. The feminine here, she is still growing, she is still healing, because we do have the sorrow card. Three of Swords is the card of heartache, and we do have the Three of Cups, abundance. However, I told you earlier, 3s is the number of growth in numerology. So Three of Cups would indicate the growing of feelings, the growing of emotions. And this card to me often indicates that there has been some hurt in the heart chakra, and that this is healing right now. And I love that we have 2 3s, one on top of the other, and I love that this one is on top of this one. Which tells me that the feminine, yes, there is some still heartache, heartbreak, but it is healing right now. She is learning to open her heart. And if you're the feminine, you might be like, oh, my heart is open because I want him. But if you would be healed, you would have attracted your person already. So there must be still some kind of limiting belief or pain that is keeping a person away. So it is very important, if you're the feminine, that you do take your time to yourself, do your heart chakra meditations, or your meditations in general, with the Ace of Swords in the middle of you. You are called to learn a bit more. And also, this is like the middle row is like the heart center. And so the feminine, she has the Yeah, in the classical tarot, we do see the heart with three pierced swords, right? So there is the heartache in her heart space and the heart healing card right on top. And what's on top of that? It's victory. Look, we got 336. It's a 12, which again reduces to a 3. So there's a lot of growth going on in her inner world. However, the feminine is supposed to focus on herself right now. She's called to work on her self-love. That is very important. And as usually, I can only advise you to learn about manifestation. I like the teachings of Neville Goddard, but whomever you like. And the Ten of Swords, I have this the card in this deck in mind, and I'm not going to show you because it's an 18 plus deck. However, there is two paths, and one leads to burning fire forest, and the other one is the moonlit path, and the moon is the unknown. So this card to me indicates that there's something that needs to be left behind, whatever it is. It could be anything that is damaging, like old thought patterns, old belief systems. Any kind of behavior that is self-harming, like drinking, smoking, you know that this is not good for your body, right? So if you still do that, or unhealthy diet, then that would be something that it is time for the feminine to leave behind. It can be a job she hates and she just does in order to be secure. But right now, I mean, one of the positives about this pandemic is that many people are now forced to think about, what do I love doing? Do I love that job I go for, or that I went for all the time? Or what do I want to do with my life? So she is called to really clear out the clutter with this card. Ten of Swords to me means like clearing out clutter, being more aware of what you want, and also don't overthink. We do have the science here, so if there's some kind of soul connection, don't overthink it. Don't try to analyze everything. You don't have to know everything that is going on with him. Focus on your own development, because again, there is healing here, and if you do it, and that is important, if you do your work, you will get victory. You can only draw in success if you do your work. Yeah, as long as you are in some kind of victim mentality, not forgiving the past, focusing on lack, you cannot draw in your person. Very important, do your work, feminine. The masculine, yeah, the masculine, of course, is a bit withdrawn right now, even though he has feelings. Look, she has 2 3s, he has 2 1s. Ones is new beginnings, of course. I always explain this to my customers, to my clients, the following way. Imagine you connect with a person, yeah, you meet some kind of soul connection person, you connect, and then you share the feminine and the masculine energy. Since we are genderless souls, we all carry everything in us. We all have like the yin yang. I mean, the black yin part has the white yang part inside of her too. Yeah, we all have part of the other within us, and so we share the feminine and the masculine energy. And unfortunately, if we are not healed yet, if you're not in the divine masculine or feminine energy, but in the distorted, it's like the feminine is like, let's say you have 100% together of both feminine and masculine, or I could say emotional and rational energy, and the feminine often gets out of her center in the distorted feminine energy, which would be anger and being angry at him because he's not there, but he cannot be there unless your soul lets him be there, right? So it's important that you do your work, because he can only mirror back to you what you sent out. However, it's like being impatient, being in lack mentality, being heartbroken, being sad, being disappointed, all of this distorted emotional energy. And I always say this to my clients just to make it clear. If you have 100% together and you slip out of the center and have like 70% of the unfortunately distorted feminine energy, then there's only 30% of the emotional energy left for him, and he has to balance it out, and then he has to go into the masculine, the distorted masculine energy, 70%, right? So you both have to have 100% within you. So if he only has 30% feminine energy, he has to be in 70% masculine energy, which means oppressing feelings, withdrawing, denying feelings, for example. And if she feels it and then she's trying to chase, then he's just getting away further. So it's her job to get into her center, because she's the one who feels the pain while he's oppressing. So it's her job to get into the center and then pull him back into the center, meaning everything that he has oppressed so far now comes up and he is dealing with it. Which means whenever the feminine is going into the impatient energy, he's getting into the oppressing energy, and then there's a standstill. So it's important for the feminine to do her work to draw him in. And I say that because he does have the Knight of Swords. In this deck, it's the King of Swords, which to me is like the being emotionally withdrawn energy. However, he does have passion for the feminine, and he has love for the feminine, because we do have the Ace of Wands. It's passion, it's wanting a new beginning, and can be stress as well. That may be an outside situation thing that he is a bit stressed, can be work, can be whatever it is. But also he has the Ace of Cups, that is love, and the Emperor. And the Emperor to me is a very committal card. It's the 4. And 4 is a card of security. He wants to, and also it's the Divine Masculine, of course. So he wants to step into the Divine Masculine power for her. But right now it could be that he's trying to be, oh look, another one, another ace. He has 3 aces. Wow. And you have all 4 aces. Wow, you have all 4 aces. That is amazing, because aces are new beginnings. So you will get your new beginning once the feminine has worked on healing her heart chakra. So feminine, I'm cheering you on, do it. You will get your reward big time. Okay, because there is true love with the Ace of Cups as well, of course. Right now, this is like outside circumstances. He may be a little bit focused on coin, on money, on work. However, he is brave. He wants to get forwards. We have strife, and we do have value. So he wants to be brave. He wants to take action as soon as the feminine is opening up. And opening up again, it's like being in her heart center, being at peace with the situation, being at peace within herself. Then the possible future cards, and I'm saying possible because again, you choose your timeline by your energy. If you stop doing your work, it will not happen, okay? But look, we got 2 of Cups, love. It's love. You've got the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Then we got the 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, success, and the Prince of Discs, which can talk about an offer. But in this deck, you can also see like how he's in the field harvesting, which means it is important first to do your work so that you can harvest. So put in the work, put in your effort. Both of you, of course, whoever you are. If you're the masculine, do your work. Your feminine is doing her work. She's got, look, you got victory and success. I mean, 2 similar energies, 2 amazing energies. And yeah, you got 666 as well. Wow, there's a lot of mirroring here. You got 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Discs. 666 is the number of harmony. Of course, in nature, like going out to nature. So yeah, those are pretty good cards. I mean, you got the 2 of Cups in the future. So good job, feminine. And you got another 6, of course, with the Lovers there. Feminine, work on your self-love. Get your focus a bit away from him. Don't try to overanalyze it with this card. Just let it flow. Get into the flow and then he will come. Again, get into your center and you're pulling it into the center out of the oppressing or denying energy. Okay, as long as you're impatient, he is denying his feelings. He's not coming in. So feminine, do your work. We're going to check out your other cards. So, advice cards in the end. We've got listen with your heart. You're listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. So there will be conversations. We've got new love and healing family issues. Yeah, the 3 of Swords in the feminine's heart. Were telling me about this. Please also, feminine, don't think like, oh, but he has to heal this and that and that and that. That's his job, not yours. Don't overanalyze. It's his job. You don't focus on what he has to do, because as long as you do that, you are not with your center, with your attention, with yourself, meaning you are repelling everything, okay? You do you. and let's give him the space to do him. Because if you are focused on him, you're not focusing on yourself, and then there's stagnation. Okay? We've got new love and healing family issues. We've got empathy, which is very similar to this. Speak less, listen more. Listen with your heart. Listen more. So you will communicate. If there have been fighting, if he has hurt you, if he was the reason for your heartbreak, and I'm saying reason because he has never been the reason, he is only a mirror, so he can only mirror back to you what has been within you before you even met him, and he can only act in a way that you assume he is. Please Google law of assumption. You can type law of assumption here on YouTube and you will learn some very important stuff. So it is important that if your person comes back, that you don't yell or bitch or like, don't do that, okay? Have empathy, because again, your person, I explained to you that scale thing, that's percent thing. He can only show his feelings once you are in your center. As long as you're in lack mentality, you're like, oh, I need him to act in a certain way in order to be happy. He cannot do that. Or she cannot do that. Do your job, do your work, okay? Then we have all omens. Pay attention to signs. So spirit is with you on board, and they will send you signs. Listen to them. Listen to your gut feeling. And again, your job, Divine Feminine, if you're the Divine Feminine, is stop overthinking. Get more into your feminine and your flowing energy. Do your healing work. A very good method is revision technique by Neville Goddard, or just revision technique. You can Google that as well, or type it here in YouTube. You will find awesome videos on that. Do your work, feminine, because the sooner you're done, the sooner he can come. It's not on him. He's not deciding when to come. It's the feminine energy, always. The sooner you are done, the sooner you're at peace, he can come. It's on you, not on him. Okay? Very important. Let's check out this amazing card. It's crafting. Okay, gaze with your loving hands. How will you create and craft your life? Look at your feet and feel them on the ground. Now close your eyes and imagine that you see the earth from the perspective of space. How wondrous and beautiful it is. Green, blue, white, light and dark. Infinite, endless stories being played out upon the earth. Be aware of yourself on earth, playing out and creating your stories. Now see all of this through the eyes of your higher consciousness. See the whole big picture from the perspective of space. Gently move closer and closer toward the earth. Feel yourself landing on earth and plant your feet on the ground. Intend that from this moment on you will no longer feel bullied by life. Instead you will create and craft your unique path. You can take a screenshot if you want. Okay. So yeah, what I get from this card is what I said earlier. As long as you are in some kind of pain energy, you are in the vibration of pain, and you cannot attract love, because love and pain cannot exist at the same time, or like being mad at him or lack mentality. And also seeing stuff from a higher perspective also means, again, if he has hurt you in some way, please see that he is there to help you, to mirror things to you. It's not his fault, okay? And have empathy when he comes or she comes towards you. So that was it for pile number 1. I hope you liked it. If so, please like, subscribe and share. You can book your own personal reading, and the love readings you would book with me would be most likely like the one I just did. So if you want one like these, please reach out, okay? Bye-bye. Numbers 2, the elephant, my most favorite animal. Isn't it pretty? And pretty flowers too. We're putting it back, and we will see what you got. You versus them, the feminine versus the masculine. Where are you standing at right now? What is the development of your relationship right now? What do you feel for each other? What is your tasks for one another? Not for one another, but within this connection, of course. So let's see. If you book a personal reading with me, wanting to know where you stand in your relationship, what she thinks about you, this is most likely the reading I'm going to do for you, unless you have another request, like a channeled message or something like that. But this is what I'm doing for my clients every day, multiple times, probably more than 100 times a month for like 15 years now. So this is like my signature. Yeah, this is like my signature reading, you can say. Okay, so this side is the divine feminine, this side is the divine masculine. Top row is more mental stuff, middle row is more like hard stuff, lower row is more like outside forces or how they perceive or show themselves on the outside. This is what connecting you, possible future cards. However, it's very important for me that you know that whatever I'm going to say, it is always, every reader can only do a reading based on the energy you are in right now. Okay, this is right now. Meaning, if you don't like what you hear, please just listen to it anyway, because I'm going to do some coaching, as always. And once you shift your energy, once you do your work and you shift your energy, we have to do another reading. Because then you can click another pile or book another personal reading, whatever it is. And because then you can draw someone in or push somebody back. Whatever your energy is depends on how long it is going to take till union, okay, if that's what you want. So you got aces too, 3 aces. That's amazing, because the pile before you had 4 aces, and you have 3 aces. So new beginning is a big theme in here. So let's see what I've got. The card in the middle, I don't know what valor means, but the German card, it says something like being brave. So I assume that this is similar to being brave, which means do your tasks, do your job. Always have the image of somebody like pulling up their sleeves and getting to work. Get to work. Very important. Do your job. The feminine is very much overthinking right now and maybe pushing away her feelings. So for some of you, it looks like the feminine right now is a bit more in the masculine energy than a masculine is. He seems to be a bit more in the feminine energy, in the loving energy. That can happen sometimes if the feminine is like, oh, I've had enough of this and I'm trying to fight this connection now. I don't see much of fighting, but look, she's got the King of Swords and the Prince of Swords, and to me those are 2 cards that are like, oh, I don't, you know, it's swords, it's not the emotional card, it's more the cerebral mental card. Is more like I'm trying to distance myself from feelings, which can be okay. It can be okay as long as you do focus on yourself, okay? Don't get into any petty energy. I do have healing with the divine feminine. I have for getting more in stepping more into the Queen of Cups energy. However, we do have signs again, another extremely mental card. You may be a bit too analytical right now, spying on him. I would advise you not to do that, because if you focus on him too much, you're not focusing on yourself. If you're not focusing on yourself, then it can't be progress, because the feminine has to step into her power in order to draw him in. And I always tell my clients, how long it takes to union depends more on the feminine energy than on the masculine, because the feminine energy is the one who's usually not so much oppressing her feelings. She's more forced to work through her stuff because she feels the pain, I don't want to say more, but in the beginning more, while the masculine often more pushes his feelings away. That has to be, because if both would cling, then there would be no progress. If both would push their feelings aside, there would be no progress. So in these divine, in these soul contracts, it's always one person leaving so that the other one feels the lack, and then hopefully does the work, and then drawing the other person in, and then they have to do the work, you know. So it can't be both at the same time. However, the divine feminine is working on it, but I see like a bit of a roller coaster. Like there's like good days and not so good days, even though I don't see any bad days. I just see too much worry, too much overthinking. That's the main theme here. But she is making progress. I hope that she is more like learning to take good care of herself. We do have the Aeon here, which is also called rebirth, and rebirth is a step further from death. It's like, okay, there is a period of having old habits, worries, etc. die in order to start a new beginning, in order to step through that doorway here. And then we do have the I just noticed how similar like this is to here, you know, like stepping through a new gate. And yeah, the Queen of Cups, to me it's the woman who's learning to get in touch more with her feminine energy. I think that is something that she's not doing right now so much, because maybe she is scared of getting hurt again. However, it is important to connect to the feminine energy again more, in order to bring on that healing process, in order to get to another level. And then this card, I said at the beginning, is called bravery, meaning taking action, some form of action. It will not come if you just wait. By action, I don't mean go chasing after that person. I mean action as in doing your inner work, self-reflecting. And then we do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is nice. Maybe she's focusing on her financial stuff, or just like getting her inner security back. Like not needing him to be happy, wanting him maybe, but not needing him. And aces are new beginnings, of course. So she is working on her new beginning. And again, just a tip for the feminine, it will speed up once you stop being so much in your head, trying to understand everything or trying to push your emotions away. The masculine, however, good job, masculine. Maybe you are the masculine who's watching. And again, I'm saying masculine, I'm not saying male, because this could be a man and this a woman, or both could be women, or both could be men, okay? This is the masculine energy. And yeah, we do have change. He's undergoing some kind of change, and he's also putting in the effort. And we do have the Ace of Cups. So he is working on getting more into a joyous energy. We have that with the sun as well. And the masculine, he does have love for the feminine. The feminine, as the Queen of Cups, of course, has love for the masculine as well. It's two very loving energies, right? And if there has been some kind of fighting, the Ace of Wands, to me, can be a card of conflict too. He wants to make peace. He wants to be calm. He wants to get back into harmony. And then we do have victory. So the masculine wants to unite with the feminine. However, the masculine knows that it may not be the exact right time yet, that there is some work to be done. He's willing to do it. He is changing right now. He is, striving. He is going forward. And the sun is the happiness. Maybe he has something on the outside that is making him happy right now. I don't know. Could be anything. Job, friends, whatever it is. That is helping him right now. With these cards, again, the future cards, please always take with a grain of salt, because as soon as you like flip and do your work, and I just see at the watch 3333, 3 is the number of growth and abundance, so this is good. But as soon as you switch your flip, you can draw your person in. The first card is interference. That doesn't have to be anything bad. Interference can be a good thing. It could be people trying to help you. However, I usually see it like there's some outside force messing with this connection. Could be like stress at work. This card, Ace of Wands, can talk about stress. Maybe he's stressed right now. It could be distance in long distance relationships. Could be other people as well, of course, that are interfering. Maybe like people that are saying, oh no, your person is from a different religion and we don't want that, whatever it is. There is some kind of interference right now going on. However, again, I do have all this change here. And divine feminine is very important for you, if you are, or if you're the masculine as well, wherever you are. Do your manifestation work, because if you focus on whatever that interference is, the interference has to stay. So you don't focus on stuff you don't want, because universe thinks you want whatever you focus on. You draw attention away from things you don't want and to things that you do want. So if you, for example, if this is distance, then you visualize living together. Not how we get to live together, that is job of the universe, but living together. Or if there's, for example, like parents interfering, then you don't focus on them. Oh, his mommy doesn't like me, for example, whatever it is. You focus on, oh, his mom just kind of like found out that we do have some things in common, and now she does like me. Like, whatever it is, focus on what you want. And then Princess of Swords can tell me that maybe you're spying on each other. I saw that the feminine may be doing that as well. Or overthinking, like, what can we do in order to, yeah, make this work. And then we do have the Nine of Pentacles. Gain. 9, of course, is the ending of a cycle. So you are going to get to end the cycle and gain the other person. Like, also, like, seeing the other person as something that is a positive, like, asset. Is that the right word? Like a positive thing in your life, something that you want to keep. And both of them, both of you, you actually know that this is what you want right now. It's just your job, especially if you're the feminine, to stop overthinking, over worrying. The masculine with the Ace of Cups on his side is a bit more in his feelings, even though he has some kind of stress. However, again, we have 3 wands, 3 aces, and that is a new beginning, and we do have ending of a cycle as well. The masculine wants peace with the feminine. He wants love. And yeah, you can get that as soon as you put in your work and you stop worrying, you stop overthinking, you stop wanting to know everything. If you are spying on your person, I would advise you to stop that. Because you are still doing that because you are in the lack mentality, like overthinking in some kind of way. It's important to get out of that. Yeah, let's check out your oracle cards. But again, if you want your own personal reading like this, please contact me for your own personal situation. And also, please check out my other content. And if it resonated so far, please like, subscribe, and share. We've got demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. I feel this is more like the energy of the masculine. And again, we have 48. 48 is 12, which again reduces to 3. 3 is the number of growth. And the masculine wants to show his love to the feminine. It might not be the right time right now because of the outside disturbances, the interference, and also because he may have been stressed, and also the feminine is repelling him by being in this overthinking energy. We do have chemistry. Yeah, there is attraction here. We do have the Ace of Wands. I forgot to mention that. The Ace of Wands, of course, is sexual attraction as well. So the masculine is feeling sexually attracted to the feminine. Release your ex. This might be X, doesn't have to be a person. It can be whatever it is, whatever is hindering you, any limiting beliefs that needs to be released, anything like that. But there's something that needs to be released. I get it is maybe the past you two had where things did not work out the way you wanted it, or like past stuff. Again, if you think about the stuff you don't want, you just keep on manifesting the stuff you don't want. So switch that up, release that old way of thinking, and start to learn a new way of thinking by learning about manifesting. We have raccoon, resourcefulness. You have all the resources you need. Maybe a message for the divine feminine with the Ace of Pentacles, but also Spirit is providing for you for this connection. And cougar, confidence, be bold and take a charge. We got that as well with the 7 of Wands between you, which is being brave. But again, don't go chasing after that person right now. Use that power first to get into your center. This is a message from the divine. It's perfect. Right here, right now, you are perfect. You are love and oneness. The trick is to feel and know this. It is time to step onto the path of self-discovery. Move into your center and heal all you are aware of at this moment, transforming these wounds into acceptance and peace. Yeah, we do have releasing something, right? Then bring this love and acceptance to your outer world, no longer attached to the wounds that pushed your buttons, allowing you to be free of the pain. This is an ongoing unfolding of you. Each time you become aware of something that needs to heal, go back inside to your center. It becomes easier every time, and you may get to a place where you view this process as a way to love and accept something new about yourself. You can take a screenshot if you want. I got several stuff. Wait, let me. Acceptance and peace, which is of course releasing something, and accepting and peace is not when you overthink. That is very important. Self-discovery, yeah, that's nice. I was talking about healing something, of course, as well. And what I got earlier, didn't do that with the previous pile, but the elephant can have different meaning. One is overcoming obstacles, but also the elephant is known to have a very good memory. And you seem to be like that as well, but it's time for you to change your memory. One technique is revision technique, but you seem to be overthinking too much, so step out of that energy if you are the feminine, okay? However, this does have a very nice chance. It just needs a little time. However, then it doesn't, because time doesn't really exist. It just, as soon as it makes click with you and you get it and you step forward, sorry, I was just talking so much, and then it can come rather quickly, okay? So it means the longer you are, for example, impatient or fighting it, the longer it will take. The sooner you will accept what is and make peace with it, the sooner you can attract it in. Okay, so that was your reading pile number 2. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell icon. And I am available for personal readings. I wish you all the best. Okay, pile number 3, the lovely owl. And this cornfield, maybe you are about to harvest. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you about your connection. By the way, if you do book a love reading with me, this is most likely the reading I'm going to do for you. This is kind of like my signature reading. Seconds. So okay, I have been doing this reading for like 15 years for my clients on a psychic hotlines, more than 100 times a month, way more. So yeah, however, if you would like to book another reading, like channel messages, of course I can do that too, but usually if you would like to know where is this connection going, what's important right now, this is the reading I would do. Also this deck of cards. Okay. Okay. So it looks like, okay, it looks like a happy ending for all of you, and for most of you with this person, for some of you with another person coming in. Don't worry if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. And it's always also very, very important, whatever I say right now, whatever any reader is telling you, it's only the screenshot of your energy right now and where it is likely to take you. Meaning, as soon as you change your energy, you're changing the outcome. Very important. So learn about manifesting. What I get is I hate doing third-party stuff. I have to mention it here, however, because I feel for many of you there may be a third party involved, because the Queen of Discs in this particular reading, to me, is the other woman. Okay? If there is the Queen of Cups, so this is the feminine side, this is the masculine side. The masculine has the Queen of Cups in his heart. If you're the feminine, that is you. Because to me, that is, if the person has feelings for the person I'm reading for, it's the Queen of Cups, okay? The Queen of Swords, if she would lie with the man, then he may be still in a relationship for financial reasons, like You know, like you're in a relationship, like a business relationship. You just haven't split yet, but you are emotionally distant. And the Queen of Wands, or it could be an ex, Queen of Swords as well. Queen of Wands for me is like if he is in a relationship that he needs to get out of, or if it's a mommy issues or issues that he has been manipulated by women, oppressed by women. However, the Queen of Discs for me is the other woman. Um, he does love you though, and I didn't want to say that stuff about the other woman, but we do have the interference card here as well, which also implies outside interference. However, if it doesn't resonate, then discard it. Then this is not for you. This would only be if you know that there was somebody else. If you don't know of somebody else, I don't think this message is for you. I think you would know. Okay. However, don't focus on another person, because you can only attract what you focus on. If your SP is in another relationship, don't think about the other person. Never. Because then she cannot get out of the picture. You manifest being with him. And that you're the only one, of course. And that you can make that third party disappear by just not focusing on her at all. However, this masculine, he does have love for the feminine. Because the Queen of Cups is in his heart. He wants to talk, he wants to be brave, he wants to move towards her, he wants to work on this, and he wants change. I see all of that. And for most of you, I said he is going to make a decision and choose you. I'm going to get there. Why? Later. For some of you, for the ones that he's not doing it, because you're not manifesting it, because maybe you change your mind, and by changing your mind, it doesn't have to be your conscious, could be your subconscious, then you're attracting in another guy, and that will be a guy that is fighting for you if you're the feminine. Okay. If you're the masculine and you love this woman, then you better make your decision and fight for your woman, meaning you can't have both of them. Okay. You need to make a decision, and I can only give you the tip to decide with your heart, and not with like, where do I have spent more time yet? You know, where do I have invested more? Is there financial investment? Don't decide with that. Decide with your heart. You can have your new beginning, and this is curious because you also have 4 aces. Wow, this is incredible. You got 4 aces. The first pile had 4 aces, and this is just 18 cards, right? I draw 18 cards out of 78 cards. First pile had 4 aces. The second pile had 3 aces out of 4, and the third pile has 4 aces as well. This is incredible, which means that right now we seem to be in some kind of energy when I'm recording this, or whenever you watch it, it's timeless reading, where there's a chance for big new beginnings, because aces are new beginnings. They're like a gift from God. You have to deserve them, though. But deserve them not because I don't know, you have to beg for them. You have to be in your power. That is what deserving means. If you want love, you have to be in your self-love, and that is deserving. And spirit can only give you what you radiate, right? But the feminine here seems to work on her self-love quite a lot, because she's got the lovers in her heart, which also implies, of course, she has love for the masculine, but she also has self-love. She has inner peace with the Two of Swords. It's the peace card. And she's got the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So the feminine is in a pretty good space right now. The only thing I don't like about the feminine right now is that she may be a bit impatient with the Ace of Wands, and a bit too analytical with the 6 of Swords. Okay, it's not your job, feminine, to have to know everything about him, what's going on. It's more your job to focus on yourself and your own development, because the more you focus on him, you're not with yourself, meaning you are creating stagnation, and we don't want that. We want you to get there. Besides that, however, that little being impatient energy, she is getting more into her power, which is amazing. The 4 of Discs is like the like a castle from upstairs, from above, I mean upstairs, above, and everything in it is secure. I just noticed for the first time, seriously, I used this deck since I was 19, I'm 38 now, that we do have the alchemical symbols for all of the elements in here. There should be water and fire and air and earth. Yes, so she is like centering all of her energies, like she's in the center of all of them. That is very well done. And then we've got the Aeon, which means it's the rebirth card. It's very similar to death, but a step further, meaning she is working on discovering herself, and he's working on himself as well. We have the works card, right, and strife as well, and we have change. So there is change happening right now. And then between you there's the Ace of Pentacles, which means new beginning. And it's not just a new beginning, it's going to be something stable and grounded and in the 3D, because the Pentacles are more like the 3D realm. However, we do see that the first card in the future is still this person and with interference right now, but we do have the Ace of Cups for you. This is not for her, it's for you, because this is your reading, it's not their reading, okay? So there is love. And then finally this guy who knows he needs to be brave and step forward. And I really think for most of you he will, like really most of you, he's going to take action. Look, this is the Knight of Wands. In this deck is the King. Okay, we do have Prince and Princess, would be Knave and Page, or Knight and Page, and the Knight in this deck is the King. I don't know why, but it's how it is. And he's getting ready to conquer his woman. Yeah, and that is you, because it is your reading. So he's going to get you if you're the feminine. As I said, for very few of you, there will be another man, and he will be like, oh my god, I like you. And he's going to pursue you, but it's going to be somebody you like. And look at this guy, he's very passionate. He knows what he wants. He wants to attack, not in a negative way, of course. But yeah, he can't wait to get to you. So this is what's happening right now. He knows that there needs to be some kind of change. And of course, the Ace of Swords is making decisions. Okay, so give him the time he needs. Give him the space he needs. He doesn't have to have decided it by tomorrow. If he doesn't next month or in 2 months or in 3, it's still okay. Give him the time, because again, feminine, if you are impatient, you're sending him impatient energy, and that is causing stagnation. So the sooner you get into the letting it flow energy, you can draw it in, because you cannot draw him in if you're still focused on him not being there, because the universe has to give you what you focus on. If you focus on he's not there, he's not there, he's not there, he's taking forever, then that is what you'll get. So you focus more on yourself. You're doing good. Again, it's just this little impatient energy, and he is already in the midst of making his decision. He is doing it, and you are in his heart. The other person is not in his heart. You are in his heart, and he's going to come charging in. Okay, again, if you are the feminine, if you're the masculine, you better take your time to make your decision, as I said, but make it with your feelings. Check out who's in your heart and choose the woman who's in your heart, and then you gotta take some action, dude. Okay, but right now, look, it's works. It's still in the works. It's not done yet. It is a process. But again, 4 freaking aces. That is incredible. I mean, 4 aces in the first pile, 4 aces in the third pile, and 3 aces in the second pile. Wow, this is big energy. This is like wow.